Hello everyone, hello after a long time. um, yes, that was a long time, but yeah, it sometimes happen like that. And today I'm coming with a very special topic, and I'm sure that you nowhere find this type of lecture explanation. And I hope this will be inspired somehow, and you will really use it. Especially use it to try in yourself, in your perception, because I think that you will discover and much more excited than you will just hear it from me. And what about the detox, the sense of taste, the restructurization, change, a real change? So what about the sense of taste? Just the sense. And so what the taste can change in our life? Skip it all of, let's say, better or worse taste and favorite pizza or favorite lava cake, wherever. In general, taste is super correlated with our emotional and intellectual part, our state. And I think so. I'm not sure that I will do it the same in in English, this topic in this catalog. I will recommend it to check it in Polish if you can put it some oh my gosh, translation down, because I'm sure that it will be not the same. In general, it was quite long before. So what about this, and why, what is the reason to really make such a change, and so huge, and oh wow, is it not too much pumping or whatever? I would say our sense of taste is much more correlated with our autonomic nervous system than everybody really attracted. Why? All of us have some routine in our life, and in general, less more, we create some changes, some modulation with our menu, especially with the menu, because we like something. We don't like to exclude the things which we are like it. In general, when we have even the things what we say, this I for sure I can never stop to eat, I will tell you, this is a point why you need to check it a little bit and see it, because I was the same person. I was the same person when I give you some example, very simple one, because I was a lover of eggs. I was sure, I was thinking, oh, maybe one day I will be vegan, but I am not sure if I can be vegan because I such a much love eggs. And I had the periods in my life when I, how to say, I need to eat eggs every day, some even with some minimum amounts I must to have. And then after detox, what a surprise when I discover that I don't need the eggs anymore. I don't have any special desire, some inflame or whatever. No, it's just start to be neutral. And if can imagine how I was surprised, because I was sure that this would be something I think will never stop to eat till all my life. And then unexpected, wow, it just stopped. So we have some routines, and in general we don't like to change for even detox. Okay, some people do it, some people have heaviness to make a change because just you don't need to cancel it. Something will you eat till now, and someone pressing you to exclude it for a period of time. And not such many people like to do it. Yeah, if you try to be honest with yourself, I think you will discover that you can live without the coffee, and you can live without this, I don't know, Starbucks or other type of, or the ice cream or whatever. And because this is something what makes you crazy, and something without you can't regulate your autonomic nervous system. And this routine, keep it some constant. Our emotion. Because why? Because we have, when you are stressed, you have inside a lot of substance, hormones, enzymes, and some of them stimulate your parasympathetic nervous system, some of them sympathetic nervous system. And then, so I say like noradrenaline, adrenaline, cortisol, serotonin, dopamine, etc. Yes, right. And this create your constants. This exactly amount of this substance build your constant, build your state, build your feeling in this moment. So when you need to change, and you eat how you eat, and this eat helps you to keep it this constant, what you know. And when you now going with the detox, and detox start to changing your routine, changing stimulation, your senses, receptors, you start to feel different, because it's not the same feeling like always. It makes you confused, it makes you irritated in many ways, yeah. And the change of the behavior, your routine, it's change the stimulation. So stimulation, your substance, and then something new. Because we use also the food, because food are also substance, yes, with also some type of pH and some type of chemical molecules. And then I'm sorry, today I have my notes. I will tell you, because this is super important topic, and I wish to really say what is important, because it's not easy to explain. And parasympathetic, sympathetic, one is the stimulant for stress, other is for relax. So when you are like that, let's give you some example. Most of the people are in the stress, permanent, burning, how they call it, adrenal glands overreacted. In general, for sure, you know more than one person in your space who is all the time stressed, because most of the people now are. And so that's meaning then your sympathetic nervous system is overstimulated. And also how much we eat, it stimulates this gentle balance. Let's give you that example again to back. Sympathetic nervous system, it gives it the metabolic higher. Parasympathetic opposite. But what I see, when you are in stressing mode, you are still, your glucose, it's still pushing to your blood system. So what do you think if you are all the time stimulate like that, and when you choose to go for a test, laboratory test, medicine test, about the glucose level in your blood, even when you go, because this needs to be without breakfast, yeah? So if your system still working in the stress and your glucose going on to your blood, what do you think? Is this will be in the real, this level of in your blood? If it's permanent, what can be the result of your test? This is example, yes? And then the food helps us to keep it this emotional state, and we use this food to regulate our emotional state when we are completely in down and completely exhausted of the stress. We need to pushing the regulation and eat more, to pushing this all system to switch it on our parasympathetic nervous part. And then you will get your relax, because you're pushing enough food or the right food to do it, that moving around your conscious and pushing the violence to stimulate your stress down by switching on the parasympathetic nervous system. It's work? It's work. Very, very deeply. And then I must check in time, because the last time it was very also long. And then this increasing or decreasing some substance in your body, in your system. And then when you have some substance, the particular one which creates your mood, your emotional state, it helps you to create the right mental, intellectual state. Is that easy? I think yes. And then because you have this type of the chain reaction. You create your space, your life. How does it go? Yes. Simple things. So let's say this is a theoretical way. And the practice, when you have a taste and you change your routine, you see it, that something is not taste like it's more poor with your taste, with this kind of food. When you prepare something, can be also good, but can be not enough, can be not the same, because this industry food for sure will be never the same. And that's how we try to lie to our nervous system. And after, you put your attention to the quality of the food, because you discover, because you have this change in the detox time, you discover then you change your sensibility to the food. You change the way how you match the right food for you, the quality, the type how you make it. You try to, of course, experiment, but you start to discover in another way, not like before, and you start to discover something about you, something then, why something, for example, was not taste, or why you start to like something. And that's how you start to create your new menu, your new life. Someone say, I don't remember who now, but if you can control your food, you can control everything. And I'm completely agree with this. So what's happened when you start to change your preference in your plate? How the taste start to change your daily routine. It start to impact how you recognize the food, environment of the food, general your environment. You start to be more observe how is it going on, because you already notice then food in the detox time change something in your perception, because something was taste like that and not like that. And the taste, how you recognize, how you feel it, how you recognize what has happened in you, because why you choose that, you start to, it's natural, you start to thinking why this is makes like that, yeah, and why you like something, what you start to like, why you are not like something. And this would start to make some unexpected things. Only the food. And you also recognize how you react for something. And you start to now understand why you maybe react for food, for expression, many things start to appearing, like in from the magic box, you know. And you, in general, and for sure this is deeply depends how long detox you do it, because as you make longer detox, you have a first more time, because your senses start to coming down, your autonomic system start to slowly balance or go in another bit balance than before, maybe let's say that way. And this gives you this changing, this dynamic between parasympathetic nervous system and sympathetic nervous system start to build the other dynamic. And you start, thanks to that, you start to filtrate your daily life, not only in the fridge, your conversations, communications, relations, many things appearing. Magic. So I just want to also show it that in the example of the traditional Chinese medicine, the circle of the 5 days. Food, yes, taste. Taste is correlated with the earth, with the ground. Our base, our fundamental. The taste supporting our fundaments, our base. Give it the new base, build the new base for everything, for life, because food, nutrition you, yes? So give the energy, give the tool for building the body from the inside. And this support, stimulate the sense of the smell. And the smell is correlated with the memory. Because how? Why? When you taste, even sometimes when it doesn't look like, but let's say, when you taste some cake, you order in the restaurant, but it's not like a fresh at home when it smells around. Could be. Okay, let's say you smell a bit, but they are coming, they put it, the apple pie, and you feel the smell, and when you taste, you are sure this is like your grandma makes. Sorry. And the next, what is going the next? The next, it reminds you these moments. And when you remind these moments, you are going in very particular state, because your body start to remind how is it when you feel the smell, how you was in that time, and you start to back, and you start to remind the situations, people, your mood. Many things happened outside now, yes? They're going out from your inner cells, the memory, yeah? And this is stimulate. You eat this apple pie and you are stimulated by just like that. So when you are in this state, because the substance coming out, they start to stimulate your nervous system by your senses. And the substance goes out through to your system to remind the state, to remind also vibration. And thanks to this state, even when you was 5 minutes ago in another mood, now when someone tell you the same thing like the 5 minutes ago, you react other way, because also your sense of hearing start to register in the other vibration in other way, because you are in the other state now. And what the next senses is stimulating now from the sense of hearing, vision. When you are in this mood, in this state, more casual, your body is in another balance. Let's call like that. And you hear another things. And even the person what you look at 5-10 minutes ago, now you look another way. Now you start to see something different in that person, or thinking in the other way with that person, and you even answer in the other way because you are in the different state. And then this stimulates how you going in the reaction with the confrontation, with the connection with someone by your touch, by your reflex, softer, harder, specifying whatever you are. And then this makes all the reactions, and after, of course, this senses stimulate the taste. And you see that you are a different person. So what is your true really? And using this detox, depends of the time, you can taste a bit yourself in another way, who you are or who you can be, or choose the question. Only because the detox, because you break this routine daily life, you back your autonomic nervous system in the other state, and you see then this food after, I don't know, 1 week, 5 days, 1 month, put it very particular change, and you can be confused what is going on, or why this detox is so great. You want to maybe do another one, or what, or maybe this is important now exactly to change your everyday routine. Maybe you discover then that food is not really your food at all, or part of that was that was just imagination, that was your food, and then that was you. And you can discover then maybe you want to really change, because the food what you eat gives you another state. give you another experience of yourself, others, only because the taste. Do I missing something? In general, it starts to be the way to recognize how you can really exist, manifestate who you can be. It's appearing some options. Just a detox, just a taste. What do you think? I invite you to make some discussion and exchange your thinking, impression, and maybe, yeah, how is it for you? I invite you also to subscribe, to follow my fan page or Instagram, and start your journey. See you the next time. I hope faster than now.